Pluto in the 8th house, the main thing that triggers people about you is your depth. You see through every mask, every energy shift, every power play dynamic that's going on in a room because at one point or another, you probably fell victim to it. You guys probably fell victim to a lot actually, but I do think that you guys sit with pain, suffering, grief, all that stuff a lot more resiliently than other people normally do. You guys have a gift for transforming pain into power. You guys have very strong healing abilities if you were to really lean into that. Whether that is through your words or even with your hands. Like you guys can make good massage therapists, chiropractors, stuff along those lines because trauma is stored in the body. It is just about impossible to manipulate you. That's something else that triggers people about you. They know that they need to have a pitch ready for you before they even try it. And even when they show up ready for that pitch, they know it's not going to work. This placement is also pretty good with money too. Investing, especially, not just investing, but knowing when to invest. I think that they have a good gift for this. I think that your guys' downfall is your trust and control issues. Like, I feel like you guys almost test people out of your life. It's almost like you guys are always scanning for some form of betrayal or somebody trying to get a one up on you that you almost manifest it for real into your lives. Like that person probably wasn't going to do anything, but their form of betrayal was just walking away from all the testing, all the bullshit, just all the hoops that they had to hop through to have you in their life. I find the lesson here is very similar to the 7th house. You're here to learn the art of power sharing, not one side hoarding power from the other. You are a person that swims in deep waters, and I feel something that you need to know is that not everybody can swim where you swim. Not everybody can ride the waves that you ride. And that doesn't make you bad or broken. Don't let people put that into your mind. I think that's something that people have told you guys a lot. But even still, control does not equal strength, and trust does not equal weakness. For those of you with Pluto in your 7th house, the main thing that triggers people about you is your magnetism. And it's not like Neptune or Venus type magnetism. This is the type that knocks people on their ass. This is the type of aura when you walk into a room. People are either obsessively in love with you or they obsessively hate you. Regardless, the theme of obsession when it comes to your interactions with others is a key theme of your life. I feel like at some point along these people's journey, somebody that they were in love with or somebody they were dating ate their soul alive. And as a result, they became an eater of souls themselves. And you can get that soul eater vibe off of them. And I think that's what makes people kind of obsessed with them. It's that mystery, it's that danger. It's almost like people can see your power automatically and they just have this urge to be like, okay, I'm going to knock this person down a couple notches. I'm going to see how I can test myself against them. Power struggles in your relationships, whether they are emotional or physical, is a recurring theme for this placement. I think you guys especially need to watch out for attracting physically violent partners. Like, this is a placement where a partner may attempt to or successfully kill your ass. Be careful. And I think it's important that the trauma from events like that don't turn you into a similar monster. One thing I think that is important for this placement to learn is that when somebody tells you or shows you who they are, believe it. Don't try to change it. Don't try to be Pluto here. Don't try to transform it. You get on out. Because the transformation is the lesson that you learned in dealing with that person's bullshit. This placement has a very intense fear of betrayal as well. And sometimes you guys may even resort to betraying people before you feel they can betray you. And if not betray, then discard, just something to where you are maintaining control over the pace of the relationship because you never again want to be in a position where you don't have that control. You guys really need to learn what true equality is in partnerships. It's not your partner having a shitload of control over you. It's not you having a shitload of control over your partner. It's an even exchange of power. That's how every relationship's supposed to be. You guys are not meant for surface level connections, but at the same time, you're not supposed to lose yourselves in them. I think once you guys master the art of true partnership, your partnerships are stronger than anybody else's, because Plutonian type loyalty is the type of loyalty you will not find anywhere else. It's a loyalty that lasts forever. But don't let those forever bonds come at the expense of your own boundaries. With Pluto in your sixth house, the main thing that triggers people about you is your work ethic and lifestyle. People see the obsession and tenacity which you work with, and then they start comparing themselves. And it's easy to feel inferior next to you when they see how much work you put in. They're sitting there like, wow, I thought I worked hard, and that's just this person's warm-up over here. People with this placement also may have a tendency of inserting their help where it wasn't necessarily asked for. And then when people tell you that they don't need help, suddenly you guys become very condescending, very criticizing, and then just going into the territory of disrespectful. It's almost like you measure your worth and the worth of other people by their level of usefulness. It's almost like you carry this aura of guilt, and you're putting a mirror up to people, not literally, but it's like you put this mirror up to people like, yeah, look how lazy you are. Look how little you've gotten done. One thing you guys were meant to learn in this life is that there is magic in the mess. Not everything has to be perfect. Not everything has to be squeaky clean. It's okay to sit down and wash those dishes in a couple hours. You need to let your body rest, because you are still a human being, and human beings overwork themselves. And if you do not take that rest on your body, there's going to come a day where it takes that rest for you. When I look at you guys, I see like a nurse in a mental hospital, but then the camera pans out, and then you realize that you're the one in the mental hospital, but they just gave you a nurse's outfit so you could walk around and feel like you're helping other people. I think these people's biggest gift is actually their precision. I mean, like, if you want something done correctly, you want it done perfectly, these are the people you go to. And even if they don't do it perfect, I think you still need to just pat them on the back and let them know it's okay, because Lord knows what type of dialogue they're having with themselves in their own heads. I think one thing you guys need to really learn is to not confuse help or being helped with control. Because there is a difference between helping someone and dominating and stalking them. Learn to take no for an answer and let people walk off their own cliffs. Random thought, I actually see a lot of similarities between this placement and Capricorn risings. Pluto in the 5th house. I've met a lot of crazy motherfuckers with this placement, man. And I swear to you, there's a number of things that trigger other people about you. Your sex appeal is one of them. I feel like your sex appeal almost allows you to get away with things that other people normally wouldn't be allowed to get away with. It's like people want to be near you really bad. They want to fuck you really bad. But it's like once they get near you, once they are in your bed, suddenly they are terrified. They're like, okay, this person talks to demons at night, or there's just something that's just, it becomes a black hole for them somehow when it comes to you. Sometimes it's almost like you test your flings or your lovers to see how crazy you could act. It's almost like you're not really that crazy. You just want to see how much a person can tolerate. And that's another thing that can trigger people about you. There's an overperformative energy when it comes to your darkness. It's almost like you perform your mental issues. You perform all the dark things going on in your relationships. Yes, they are going on. Yes, they may be very real. But there is a spectacle that comes with it that can really be off-putting to a lot of people. The way you guys have fun can also be triggering for a lot of people. You guys might be doing things to the extreme. You know, you might be doing extreme drinking, extreme drugs, or even extreme sports. You may just be doing too damn much. Calm down. These people do very well on screen. I think that they are great actors, and I do think they're very versatile with the way they can act. But really, they are best suited for darker roles or roles in possibly the adult entertainment industry. Yes, I have read more than a few OF models charts that have Pluto in the fifth house. But regardless, whatever art these people make, they are usually expressing their trauma through that art. And I think that's what makes it so intense, whatever they do decide to put out. These people are also capable of developing cult followings and obsessive fans too, so be careful with that. You guys are very magnetic people, and I suggest you guys use it wisely, because you guys think you have the ball in your court. You guys think that you're controlling every fling that comes into your life, but it's like, be careful that you don't attract a demon by acting like a demon. You know what I mean? It's like you guys put so many people through tests so you don't get traumatized again. You end up running into the motherfucker that just traumatizes you worse than anyone ever did. That intensity that you're sitting on, take it out of your love life and put it into your art, because your art is going to benefit a lot more from it than your love life ever will. Trust me.